there's a couple of drivers out there that are still trying to make their mark this evening. They've been there or thereabouts, but not quite where they need to be. And one that I'm watching and looking forward in this one is the 17A of Jack Hazlitt. So I think he's been pretty strong, just hasn't quite found the right line to actually get himself closer to the front, but that collision repairs number 17. Beautiful livery too, that black and gold. He's lining himself up on the third row. Watch to see what he can do this time round.
And Jack was a great quarter midget driver as well and had a lot of success in that quarter midget class. Moved up to the TQ class, showed good car speed, but again hasn't been able to put together kind of a complete night. So looking good to see Jack there within the front 3 rows here tonight in the TQ feature. Regan Tyler, obviously, after that insane battle there with Caden Barker and Scott Baker in that last one there as well. So he'll be starting within the front 2 rows. So a couple that are starting a little deeper as well. Caden Barker and Scott Baker that we just spoke about starting out of 7th and 8th. So keep an eye on the 11K and the 64A as they both have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time here.
However, a nickname I gave to Caden back in the Huntley days 4 years ago was the Bullet, and you'll see why shortly. Don't forget, he is coming off a win down at Kiki Speedway, McDonald's Kiki Speedway, just last night. So he's not that far away from a podium. Just watch that split livery of the 11K. That is Caden Barker, the Bullet I like to call him. He'll be definitely in there. He's going to be starting grid at number 7 with Jack Hazlitt actually. And Scott Baker, Scott Baker, the 64A, he is famous for knowing his way around the podium anytime, any place and anywhere.
Scott Baker, also one of the biggest crashes in the TQ that I've seen down there in turn number 1 and 2 at the old configuration here at Luke's Oil, back when it was Waikato Park Speedway as well. So, I mean, Scott has just been in the TQ class for so long. He's got so many races under his belt. He's got that family genealogy with Lawrence Baker, Ryan Baker as well, racing the midget here tonight for HLR Racing in the Snooks number 17. So, I mean, just so much experience over the years, and keep an eye on him back there in grid number 8.
Another thing we should probably point out too and make note of is just how strong the TQ club is and how they manage to be able to keep everybody together, travel, do shows here, there and everywhere, and just get a strong grid line up every time. And that's a lot of work that has been put in by everyone that runs that particular club, and obviously is doing a fantastic job, because look at the lineup that we have here for the first feature here at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway.
Although our Sharks 6 pace truck has headed his way to the infield, we are going to continue to circulate here for maybe just 1, if not 2 more, just as we work the last
Shark
of that
6,
moisture.
You say?
Shark
is that an
6.
Andrew Sims car?
It's actually, yes, it absolutely is an Andrew Sims car.
AndrewSims.co.nz. So you call it something else?
BYD.
BYD. Now, I like the sound of a BYD Shark. I think that I probably can't afford it, but hey.
Unbelievably fast as well.
Nice. I've never heard of them.
The electric power, so unbelievable speed, and the torque that's under those electric cars these days is just exceptional, and obviously a great example of that. Sitting down there on the infield, obviously with the opportunity to customise that, putting on the cab and making a whole range of other adjustments to your preference as well. So a great ute there. Get in touch with Andrew Sims if you are interested.
Yeah, AndrewSims.co.nz. Looks like the track is starting to get closer to where they wanted, Hayden, so not too far away from a race start here, 20 laps. It's a long one. It's a long one, definitely on a new configuration of a track too, so there'll be a lot of plans at this stage. What do you think the drivers are thinking about, as we still are yellow at the moment? Obviously the track, their car, there's a lot of thinking to do before this race starts.
Main thing you think about at this stage is you're just wondering, what is my lane going into turn number 1, especially for your front row. As we mentioned, Troy Pennington on that inside lane, Aaron Humble on the outside. They're both visualizing, what is that run to turn 1? What does it look like for me? And if this happens, what do I do? And it's just all about that creativity. If this happens, what is my backup plan?
Just before you start the race too, uniquely, this might be the first ever track that has a whole shot, just like in BMX, diving into that first one. That's the whole shot right there at Lucas Oil Auckland.
Definitely a unique flag stand with how far down the straightaway it is here at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway, but nonetheless, lights are out in our front row. Troy Pennington, Aaron Humble. We are green out of turn number 4, and it's all Aaron Humble. A great jump for the 46K.
Yeah, they'll dive straight down onto their pole line and block it off, as you see, but Pennington's right there in the mix. Oh, 2, 3, 4 wide, just slightly back, but they'll figure it all out. and go through nice and cleanly into turns 3 and 4, but Humble will go through in the Yale-sponsored 46, lap 1.
Oh, one car way out of shape further back in the field. That's Christopher Lane in the 5K, but up the front, we've got a close battle there for the second position between Troy Pennington and Regan Tyler. Caleb Curry looking awfully tight there in the pack and send number 12 as well as on screen. You can see that battle for second that I was just talking about. Tyler to the inside, heavy contact to the left rear, and he's going to force Pennington to go around there out of turn number 2. So an aggressive move by Tyler actually resulting in contact and Pennington getting really sideways and is going to lose that second position. So, I mean, now we wait and we see what does this look like from the official point of view. Does Tyler get penalised for that?
Yeah, of course, Speedway New Zealand will have to step in on that one. Saul Smith, unfortunately, didn't start back up again, so they'll check that one out. But that is not going to be what the plan was for Troy Pennington going into this one. So, unfortunately for him, we'll have to just wait and see. Having a look, though, just quickly through the lineup, and Jack Haslip unfortunately dropped back about 2 or 3 marks, but the Bullet himself, Caden Barker, managed to move up a couple of positions, so he's already on the hunt to get up for a podium. We've got a replay if you're watching the big screen here at the stadium, or for those that are watching the live stream, Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway replay on screen now. There you go, Hayden, how do you see it?
Yeah, you can see Tyler, there is a gap on entry, but unfortunately it's ultimately there is contact that's made there as well, and that causes the 4 of Pennington to go around. So, and we can see there as well the 7 of Saul Smith just spinning to avoid the contact there. So as we remember as well, with the new rules within Speedway New Zealand open wheel racing, you go to the rear of the field if you come to a stop, regardless of if that's your fault or not. So these cars just continue to circulate here at the moment as we get ready just to set that order. You mentioned a few hard charges here as well. Dylan Cook had a big moment down there in turn number 2 and got way out of the groove, which actually caused him to actually have to fight back, and I think that stoppage there is going to be a benefit to the number 8K.
Yeah, Caden Barker's already up in the 5th place, so there you go. Haslip, though, dropping down. Robertson's come up. So, yeah, 3 spots there. Good to see they're just starting to wean themselves out because there's only 2 laps that have been done and dusted at this stage. Still a lot of racing left in this one. Yeah,
still 18 to go. It looks like the referees are happy with that move from Regan Tyler as well. So I don't know if Troy Pennington will be too happy about that one, but the lights are out down here, down the back straightaway at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway. We reach the CRC 556 starting cone, and Aaron Humble gets us underway here out of turn number 4.
Yeah, and here they come, all on charge as they go through into turn number 1. It'll be Humble that'll claim that one easy. Oh, one goes really wide. It looks like Haslip, actually, the 17. Manages to regain himself back into the middle of the pack. Humble, though, the one to chase as he comes out of turn number 4. Lock it, lap 3 to Aaron Humble.
Aaron Humble, but he's got company absolutely in the form of the 2NZ of Regan Tyler. Tyler tucked in, maybe a car length the difference, all over the back bumper of the 46 of Aaron Humble, with just a few car lengths back, maybe 5 or 6 back to Caden Barker. Barker has come from relatively deep as well in this one. We mentioned he was back in about the 7th or 8th position. So that battle, if Humble continues to slow up that front 2, is really going to take off here in the next few laps.
Yeah, absolutely. Barker locking himself into 3rd at this stage. 15.302 is the fastest time at the moment. Great battle on screen, as you can see, between the front 2. Humble manages to grab it back. It's just that momentum out of 2 that you've got to watch. But look at the chase. That is Regan Tyler. He's not giving up anything. That's why he currently is the number 2 NZ.
Yeah, Tyler runs a really unique 9 down there into turn number 1 as well. Just drives it in as straight as possible for as long as possible and just gets right up to the left rear, if not the left front of the car in front. And he's tucked in under the rear bumper, and he's going to have another opportunity down here into turn number 1, choosing just a different lane this time, trying to go outside inside down here out of turn number 2, but he's not going to be able to get it done this time by...
Yeah, that magical crossover, that's what he's going to try and do, but Aaron just got it all sorted out where he needs to play the defensive card, and that's what he's doing. That wheel is so close. I mean, there is absolutely nothing between it. Here comes Tyler. Can he string the rubber band around the outside this time? No, he'll try the inside. Humble on the defense game. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, that battle is not going to be finished anytime soon. As I mentioned earlier as well, we continue to close up, as it looks like we actually have some cars stopped here out of turn number 4, and unfortunately Troy Pennington has been involved again. Dana Lowry parked there as well, and it looks like Keanu Weir also stopped down and a lot of smoke coming out of the front of the 54 of Keanu, where Troy Pennington with a large amount of front-end damage as well. So both of those cars will be retiring to the infield, and we aren't able to get a good sight of Dana Lowry. She is moving inside the car there, so she's okay, and they're just doing a quick check over as well. But unfortunately, the 4 and the 54 will be retiring to the infield. I mean, we're almost halfway home, 8 laps in. What's your interpretation of what we've seen so far?
Look, what I think it can happen too, and this does happen, not very often, but it could. I think the battle between Humble and Tyler is definitely going to continue, but it's the one behind them. That is Caden Barker that's just sitting there, sitting pretty, watching what's happening. Only takes one little mistake and he'll be able to dive into any gap that's available. And of course, you can't really play that game and battle it out when you've got someone like Barker in third. So that's the interesting part, is the top 3, Caleb Curry starting to come through. So good stuff. And Cole Robinson on the charge. He's now up into 7th place.
It was really fun as well watching the last lap time be moved around, who was the quickest as we worked our way through. And it did move its way from those first couple of cars. So Aaron Humble was quickest one lap, Regan Tyler the next, Caden Barker the next, even Caleb Curry. So they were all starting to bunch up, and it feels like this...
Is this correct? Is it showing us correctly? It's showing us that Scott Baker is a quick time with a 15.300.
I mean, I would not be surprised one bit as well as Scott Baker. If we look on track, it looks like our lap scoring system is incorrect. However, Scott Baker on track it looks like he's in about the 6th position perhaps. So, I mean, he's moved forward as well. Both him and Caden Barker have made their way through the field here as well.
Troy Pennington's making his way from the back again. So, well, according to this, in 12th, but possibly that would be a little bit out as well, as they just sort of get that one all fixed back up again. Saul Smith in the 7 cars made his way back out there. The 95, of course, the 95 doing his job is all that is needed there, just learning the laps down through the back. What's happening now? Bit of a 3-wide salute.
Yeah, just a bit of challenge for position there for those drivers as well. I think the trouble also with Scott Baker not showing up on the timing loop is the drivers will be unsure where he is there.
Something funny for you coming up here, Hayden. Check out this replay coming up now. Oh, there's Troy there being pulled off.
Yeah, poor Troy. It looks like as they picked up the car here, I did see this out of the corner of my eye. Poor Dana Lowry, as though things hadn't gone from bad to worse already. Unfortunately, going for a little bit of a ride herself. So Lowry heading to the infield and going for a little bit of a backwards roll as well. So hopefully Dana's all right. A little bit of damage to the 21 car. A little bit of damage last night as well to the 21 car. So not a good couple of nights for Dana Lowry down there in the auto zone, number 21.
Inside studio car, the number 54, just going past Keanu. We, of course, Keanu doing all sorts of racing at the moment, so definitely getting laps through the Bitar Seal or dirt, so good to see him back in the TQ.
Also, something interesting to note is that Regan Tyler has been relegated here.
Well, could he be doing a relegation from the previous one?
Yeah,
aren't you allowed to play it out throughout the race?
I don't actually know what they're going to do, what this is for. But Tyler has been put back to the 4th position, and that moves Caden Barker to the front row.
Look,
from
I
about
could be
the
wrong,
8th
but
position.
I'm pretty sure instead of getting it at the end, you can take it while the race, or if another yellow comes through. So he might have chosen to take the 2-car penalty now, which is a smart move considering how good he's running at the moment.
There's still 12 laps to go.
Now you've got Barker, the bullet, just right up there next to Humble. This is going to be a whole new ball game. Also
moves Caleb Curry tucked in behind your race leader now as well. So he's got that advantage of going when that first driver goes as your race leader. Aaron Humble is going to look to go early down there in turn number 3 and get this race underway, as they're going to want to try and get as far away as possible from the number 2 NZ car of Regan Tyler, as Regan is absolutely the fastest car on track at the moment. Unbelievable to look at the lap times as well. Scott Baker with the quickest of the race there, 15.3, and then we have a 3:02 and a 3:03, so very close throughout the TQ field here. Aaron Humble just waiting as long as possible here and going out of turn number 4. It's not going to help Caleb Curry, and Curry's going to lose another one there, but suddenly Regan Tyler to the outside of the Speedway, down there into number 1 and out of turn number 2. He's looking for the race lead down into turn number 3, Marco.
Oh, I'll tell you what, there was some smart driving as these 3 cars just all performed all different types of plans on that one, and Tyler just on the outside Magic stuff, now pushing himself back into where he was in second. Barker almost had a great plan, didn't really quite execute it though, but Humble, he's the man in the Yale sponsor number 46K that locks in lap number 10 here halfway home.
Tyler still the fastest car on track. Quick time last time by with a 15.260. He's to the left rear, but Humble puts on a block down the back straightaway and blocks down into turn number 3 as well. That race is far from over as we've got 9 laps to go here in this one. But man, you have company up front, Aaron Humble.
Yeah, absolutely. Here he goes again. Tyler's going to try the outside. Oh, with inches. Looks like he might have it this time. He locks down low, and there you go. The 2NZ, the WAS.co.nz, WAS Equipment, 2NZK. Now your new leader, lap 12, 8 laps remaining.
Curry trying to put a slide job on your second place car of Aaron Humble as well, but he's not going to be able to get that one done. And I mean, the worst part of that is this momentum is now taken away from both of those cars, and it just allows Regan Tyler to get away again. He's gone quick time, and then quick time again. A 15.113 last time by, or 115, sorry, for Regan Tyler, and he's just continuing to bridge that gap.
Tell you what, someone's lit the firecracker under the pack and said number 12 of Caleb Curry, because look at him battling. He's going right to the wheel of Aaron Humble. Second time round, he's not going to give up the fight. Down the back straight into 3. He locks in the bottom half. Has he got the momentum coming out? He has. Oh, lock it in. Into second goes Caleb Curry in the pack and send number 12A.
2 aggressive moves were what got that one done there, just putting Humble up over the racing surface down there out of turn number 2, ruining his momentum as Humble is now under siege from the number 11 of Caden Barker as well. So Humble really struggling for car speed late in this one. Yeah,
it looked like Barker just dropped back a bit too, but Regan Tyler out the front and looking very, very comfortable at the moment. He's a 15.115. Lap 13 was his fastest lap. He'll lock in another one. Curry, though, on the charge. Curry's looking quick, Hayden, fast, smooth. That's what you need to do to get around here quickest.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be too late as well, with only 3 laps to go here for Regan Tyler as that battle continues to rage on there between Aaron Humble and Caden Barker. But just 2 laps to go here for Regan Tyler. He's checked out. He's only got one piece of lap traffic in the way, and then just 1 lap to go around Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway, and he will be the first TQ midget driver to take a feature win here at the new configuration of the venue. Take us home, Marco.
Yeah, absolutely, and what a job he's done. Stellar driving all night tonight. He put himself to the test. He took a relegation early, but in the WAS Equipment, WAS.co.nz, number 2NZK, it'll be Regan Tyler who takes home the first ever TQ feature here at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway. In second place, it will be Caleb Curry. Third will be Aaron Humble. Caden Barker will come home 4th, and Bryce Pennington will round out your top 5. The WAS.co.nz WAS Equipment number 2NZK, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. He picks up the first ever TQ feature here at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway. Put your hands together and make some noise for the one and only Regan Tyler. On screen there is a confirmation of the other results. Caleb Curry in second, Aaron Humble, Caden Barker, Bryce Pennington in 5th and 6th, Dylan Cook, James McDonald 7th, Jack Haslip 8th, 9th, Cole Robertson, and rounded out your top 10, all the way from having spun out. That is a 7A of Saul Smith. Great stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about that? The first winner at Lucas Oil Auckland Speedway. Hands up the 2NZ, Regan Tyler! Regan. Ain't got the 2NZ on the back for nothing, my friend. That was a nice drive. There we go. Gives me great pleasure to present this to you. Hold it up. Be loud, be proud. Ladies and gentlemen, Regan Tyler! That was a heck of a drive, my friend, and that restart, you just took off.
Yeah, well, they tried to take it off me, but I wasn't going to let that happen. Had to send it around the outside for the boys there. Got it done on the top, you know. Man, that was a hot track. We worked hard, lap after lap. You know, I wanted to pick my moments, but when I got dropped back there, I just had to go. So, yeah, stoked to get this one off the list. Brother gave me a hot rod car. Thanks for that, Corey and Aaron, for all your hard work, and all my family right there supporting me. I appreciate it so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge round of applause. Tonight's first feature winner at Lucas Oil Speedway, Auckland, for the TQs, Regan Taylor. Huge round of applause. Number 12 coming in second, Kelly. We'll have a bit of a chat later rooms afterwards. Man, that was a hard battle.
Yeah, it's always fun. You know, these two are some of the best in the country. It's just fun being back in the TQs after my short stint away. But just massive thanks to Michael and Sharon Braff, Nathan, who lives in Wanaka now, watching at home. I'm keeping the seat nice and warm for you. And yeah, just thanks to everyone that makes this thing go around.
Mate, that was a great drive. But the number 46, Aaron Humble, man alive. A little gutted in there. You were really throwing it in. What do you think of the track?
Yeah, I led for over half race, so it was a bit of a stink one to lose it like that. But, you know, Regan and Caleb, they're top-class drivers, and, you know, we got to the top eventually, but if the water truck did a couple less laps at the start, we could have been up there earlier. But all in all, first race here at Auckland Speedway, TQ's on the fence. What's better than that?